Alrighty, welcome back to this edition of the Dungeon Boss PvP series. This is the third iteration of our anti-shade teams. For those of you who stuck it out for the first two videos, I know they were pretty long. Hopefully this one doesn't go near as long, but my second video was definitely not as successful as I intended it to be. So remember, these teams here are assuming that you don't personally have shade. So if you don't have shade, obviously fighting against shade teams is much more difficult. It's going to come down to, can you, find teams that don't have shade as a lead off. So obviously shade leading off has been difficult for me. I did beat 1 out of the 4 last time. Obviously 25% is not the greatest win percentage when you're trying to climb the ranks and move into another tier of league here. So we're going to do the same video again. This is another live recording here, so I'm just going to pop in and see what sort of stuff I have available. So we're looking for a lead-off shade team, and we're going to try and use some of the decent teams out there that I've thought were decent. This one is a Kira team. We're going to skip that one. This one is a lead shade with 26k hero power. That's a pretty beastly team. We'll skip this one for a bit because that one seems pretty tough. Last one, this is one I'm hoping for. It is a shade Kozar Grognog team with a Kai kicker. So this one here I feel like I can take on because they're a little bit lower level. I feel like I should be able to do enough damage to at least survive and not get hit by the massive AoEs. So the mechanic of this one here for a lot of people, at least if I'm understanding this person correctly, Mr. Koku Aishi, the goal is to distract people into basically not being able to kill the entire team. Because with Kai out there, he's going to negate any AoEs, so you can't simultaneously kill Grognog and Kozar at the same time. So if you use your faster hero to take out Grognog, you run out of ammunition and Kozar one-hits you. If you don't have enough hard hitters to start with and you don't kill Grognog, he slows the team, and then Kozar kills you. So the goal here is to use your Enlighten to do something to Grognog so that he can't slow the team, so you can still get another hit or two in on Kozar. So this here should actually play in nicely to my Viperia team. If I go Shade, I'm not using Shade on this one, so we're going to use Zen Viperia. That's going to be my starting point. I used Cobalt the last time, I think, and it didn't pan out very well, so I'm definitely going to bring along my Masuda Kira because he's probably one of my hardest hitters. And then we need a fourth to bring along. We need somebody that can kill Kozar in the long run, which I'm hoping it's going to be Kira, but I don't know if him alone is going to be enough. So we need one more person that's not going to die right away. So let's see what we can do. Because Viperia is going to debuff, we do have the possibility for whipping out CCs on there. So it's a matter of, do we want to try and soak the damage from Kozar if it gets to his turn? Or would we try to negate it or mitigate it? So we could either go with a freezer like Valken. He's got pretty good defense. He would probably survive the opening hit. Or we could do something like a daze. We could maybe try Yoko or Ella. I'm going to stick with what I know to start with, and I'm going to go with Valken. Valken, at least, is a guaranteed hit. But honestly, I think this match is going to come down to what does Viperia do. So let's see what we got. Because ideally, I would like to see Viperia also kill Kai. Because if Kai gets his attack off, that lowers the effectiveness of Kira. And it might be game over anyways. So let's see what we're going to end up with. The one thing I didn't really consider here is if their shade is going to one-shot anyone on my team. That's always the biggest if here. So I beefed up my Zen last night, and it looks like that paid off. As long as he doesn't run away, which he didn't, that's good. So the extra little boost to health and defense on Zen obviously played a critical role there. So let's see if this does what I'm hoping it does. I got kind of got put in my place last night when I did Zen Viperia, and basically Grognog laughed it off. So, snakes on the plane, here we come. And it killed Kai, which is good. That's what I was hoping for. But it didn't have the desired effect on Grognog. Like I said, it must have maybe just whenever I do this off video, Grognog just dies easier, and the fact that I'm recording it makes it a little bit less likely to succeed. On the plus side, I feel like Kira's going to kill Shade, and if I'm lucky, he might even kill Kozar. The last time I did this, I used the extra attack from Viperia on Grognog. Grognog's going to slow the team, which is obviously a big deal. But if Kozar attacks, it's all over. I don't want him attacked, so I'm going to throw one extra hit on him. And that should be enough for Kier to kill him. So here we go. Should be able to kiss Shade goodbye. Adios. Adios, Kozar. And even took out Grognog, which is odd because if Kira was able to kill Grognog, I would have expected Viperia to do more damage. So maybe it just didn't crit or just didn't do a ton of extra damage. I'm not sure what the case was, but lends a little bit of support in my direction that says the Zen Viperia team definitely has some merit to it, because it's a good way to deal with Kai Makani as well. So I'm happy to get a win off early. Sorry about that, Kaku or Keku. I don't know how you say your name, but it's obviously it's a level 70 picking on a 65, so I apologize for that. But you're in Warlord 3, you're probably going to see a lot of that. Next up, let's see who we got here. We still have that other raid that was going to be difficult. This one is Shade, and then it is Ponti, then it is Kozar, and then it is Furnace. So thinking over the mechanics of this, it's a matter of what happens when Furnace gets to tank, because I need to basically purge that taunt or I can't kill anybody else. Normally when I would do this just through regular playing, I would have Shade on my team who's immune to taunt and provoke, so not really an issue. I have to check the stats quick on Viperia because I don't look at her stats that much. If she has an option to not be provoked, that might be helpful, but I don't think she has that trait. Really what I'm wondering is how I'm going to deal with once the taunt comes up. I have to have a plan for that, and I currently do not have a plan for that. I don't tend to see Furnace on that team, so it's kind of a new one for me. So let's see what we can do here. She is immune to taunt and provoke. I thought she was, but I couldn't remember. So I know that she's at least going to get another attack in there and can attack other people if I whittle them down. However, I don't know that I'm going to do enough damage before it even gets to Furnace's turn. So we're going to take a little bit similar route here. We're going to stick with Viperia again to purge the buffs. Then we're going to use Valken to freeze. So with being that Ponti doesn't have Astrid out there, I think Astrid would have been a better choice instead of Furnace, because he would have gotten a little bit extra protection from her. I feel like between Viperia and Kira, Ponti's dead in the water anyways. So it's really just a matter of who is their Shade going to pick on. So if Shade goes after Viperia, then I will be setting up my Enlightenment on Kira. if Shade goes after and kills Zen, then we're going to hope that Kira can kill Ponty so that Viperia gets her turn. And I kind of feel like he will. My Kira should be drastically better than that Ponty. The fact that he's going after Valken, didn't expect him to get killed, but he's geared more towards attack than he is for defense, so it's not totally surprising, but it also negates my ability to freeze Kozar. So that pretty much means this has to one-shot Ponty and do heavy damage to Kozar and heavy damage to Shade, because then Kira's AoE will kill Ponty the second time and hopefully kill Kozar, and then the Taunting Furnace means nothing. And Shade, I don't know what to expect out of him just yet. I feel like should be able to take him down a little bit. Okay, so Shade died, which is good. Ponty didn't die, which is not good. So I have one more attack to do. I can try to kill Ponty. I don't think that's going to work, though. We're going to try and get another hit on Kozar so that he can't do his AoE. This should be enough to take him down. That's what I like to see. So, being that Viperia is immune, I'm really counting on her to get those hits in on the dead Ponty. And honestly, I think I would probably be able to survive even if he comes back to life. It depends on what Furnace does here. He's going to do his energy reset, which is annoying. There's the first move from him. So now he's got armor to protect him. So he's definitely coming back to life. There's no avoiding that. But Furnace will be done soon. He's not going to do much other damage. I'm not overly concerned about Furnace's damage. It's more so of Mr. Dead Ponty here. So he's going to lifesteal. Shouldn't kill anybody, which he didn't. But this here's the bad part. I was hoping for a dodge there. And I didn't get it. So we got another hit there. I really hate to use this, but I want to get the extra damage on there. And plus, he's probably going to reset my energy anyways. Here comes the Chaos Storm. Zen survived. That's good. As long as I got Zen and Kira, I'm optimistic. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use my protection on Kira. Kira's the one that needs to stay alive. He has dodge and he has high attack. Plus, if Zen dies, I'm going to get my retaliation. So that's always something to look forward to. And I just hope that it's Ponty that kills Zen. And actually, once we do this here, now I kind of wish I would have saved that skill. I could kill Ponty now, I think. Furnace isn't going to taunt again. If Ponty goes after Zen, Kira's going to kill him for sure. Okay, Furnace is the least threatening. Let's just kill Ponty and get out of here with a win. So there's that. Combustion, I knew that was coming eventually. And let's just do some basic heals just to get a little extra life left. And Ponty 2 is dead. And sorry, B-Ski, but your turns are numbered now. If you're able to kill me, hats off to you. But you need some serious dodging right now to pull that off and to throw some burn on there. So we are now looking at back-to-back wins. First was a 66. This one is a 68. So having a little bit more success this time around. In the interest of keeping this video short, we're at 15 minutes now. I think I'll actually quit while I'm ahead. There was that other one that was out there that was like 20-some thousand hero power, I probably wasn't going to beat them without a little bit more planning involved. Let's take a quick look at what else is out there. There's a 63. No shade team, though. That one can be beaten with pretty much anything. They must have really been grinding to get out to Warlord. This guy here, though, yeah, that's going to be a really tough one to beat. Definitely wouldn't bring Viperia in there. I would probably, I don't know, we'd have to work out a way to kill Kozar. I'll save that one. If anyone wants to see me attempt it or has a suggestion for beating a team like that, feel free to let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'll quit while I'm ahead. I'll take the 2 wins so far. We beat Shade twice, didn't have Shade on offense. That's the goal of these videos. So if you have any other questions or suggestions, feel free to let me know in the comments, and I would be glad to test out some teams for you. Aside from that, like I said, I'll maybe come back and record this other one just to see what I can do. I have to come up with a little bit better game plan rather than just sort of winging it. So we'll stop there. Stick around for future videos. Like, subscribe, share, etc. And we'll see you next time. Thanks.